What is up? What is going on, collective? I'm here to give a message. All right. Now, this message is what I'm learning in the Bible. All right. We might call it just Bible study. Okay. So we learning something different. And this time, I'm learning about the birth of Moses and how it all came about, which is very interesting. Okay, so from the beginning, what I'm learning is that a man named Jacob had 12 sons, and their descendants lived in Egypt for a very, very long time, for more than over 400 years. And more children were born, and Jacob's family became a great nation. So I believe that Jacob's is one of Abraham's sons, descendants. Okay, they were called Hebrews or Israelites. All right, so that's very interesting to find out. Now, I'm learning that eventually a new pharaoh came, the king of Egypt, and the new pharaoh did not remember that Joseph had saved the people of Egypt 400 years earlier. So, and he was worried that there would be too many Israelites. So the new Pharaoh made all the Israelites become slaves of the Egyptians. All right, so I'm learning that this Pharaoh, he was intimidated because of how the Israelites was just overpopulating in his eyes. Like, it was just becoming so many Israelites, so many of them that he had to control them, so many of them that he's like, okay, wait, I am an Egyptian and I want it to be more Egyptians than Israelites, or I want the Egyptians to rule over these Israelites. Okay. And so since he made them slaves, he thought that that would stop them from having more babies. But the Israelites kept on having babies and more babies and more babies. Okay, no matter how hard the Pharaoh had made life for them, no matter how hard the Pharaoh didn't like it, they kept producing, okay, children. So the Pharaoh had made it a law requirement that every Hebrew, which is an Israelite mother who gave birth to a baby boy, had to throw him in the Nile River so that he would drown. So that's kind of harsh, right? Imagine that anytime you had a son, that it has to be thrown in the river, to drown, right? So it was this one Israelite woman that she was expecting a baby, okay, but she had thought that the Pharaoh's rules was very wrong. She didn't believe in that. She thought that it was against God's law. She felt like God would not, just condone of this type of thing, okay. So when her baby was born and it turned out to be a boy, the mother loved her baby boy. She held on to him. She nurtured him for at least 3 months, and she hid him from the Egyptian soldiers. All right. It's when she could not hide him no longer, she like made a basket, okay, to protect him and to save his life. So she was really like, okay, I would rather, make sure my child is safe rather than kill my child, or rather than something happen to my child, And when she put the basket inside the river, she had which would be Moses. Okay, Moses' sister named Miriam. She had his sister like watch the basket as it goes down the Nile River. Like, just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. Pay attention to him and make sure he lands or he gets connected with somebody that is good, that he's in a safe place. All right. So what happened was that the daughter of Pharaoh was actually in the river taking a bath, okay, and she had came across the basket of the baby, and she opened it and she saw that it was a baby, right? So his sister, Moses' sister, was like, oh, you found the baby, you should take it in, you should take the baby in and raise it up until he's old enough to raise himself. So that's exactly what the Pharaoh's daughter did. Like she took him in, and basically he became a part of Pharaoh's family. Okay. So once she did, she named him Moses, which is another word for like drawn out, because basically the Pharaoh's daughter had drawn Moses out of the water, you know? So that's beautiful. And Moses grew up to become a man that God used to lead his people out of slavery in Egypt. Okay, it was through Moses that God gave his law and made his covenant with his people. All right, so that's just the beginning of about the birth of Moses and who he was and how he was birthed and how it all started, you know. So my perception of it is that I feel like in life we may have a lot of people that see our gifts, right? That see us as special, that see us as the chosen ones. And we're going to have people around that's not going to like that we are the chosen ones, right? And they're not going to like that we believe in God, that we follow God, or that we are just blessed and highly favored, right? And we're going to have people that are intimidated by that, intimidated by our strength, right? And the strength could be in numbers, right? And sometimes people will do anything to destroy the strength in numbers or to draw people away from the strength that is in numbers, you know. But I feel like it's gonna be some of us, or it already is some of us, that stand up for truth, stand up for justice, stand up for what we believe in, and say like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You know, no, I'm not gonna back down to you. No, I'm not gonna allow you to do me any type of way, say any type of thing to me, you know, or make me feel like I'm not worthy, right? Or try to isolate me. So I feel like that is a example of Moses' mother, when she just put her foot down and she like, no, this is not of God. Like, I know God would not want me to drown my own child and kill my own child. And it's something that Moses' mother knew that was special about her, her baby, right? As well. And that's just absolutely amazing. How, you know, somebody can just know like, man, something is gonna happen so great with this child, and I just have to protect this child. And for some of us, we might be like a child to other people in their eyes, where they like, look, I gotta protect this child, right? Even if that is God saying like, look, I got to protect my child. Like, you can be God's child. And he's like, look, I got to protect you by any means necessary. And I'm going to have people guiding you through the wilderness, guiding you through the river, guiding you through obstacles, guiding you through trials and tribulations. I'm going to have people guiding you through all of that and make sure you get somewhere safely, you know? And when you get somewhere safely and you learn different things, right? I'm going to make sure that you are going to be learneth enough to do something special. Do something that I need you to do. And also, I feel like, you know, to appreciate those that are helping you get there, are helping you become that specific thing, and know that it can be people that you think are enemies actually become a helper, and people that are actually your helpers actually be helpers for you throughout the process. so you can make it somewhere safely. So, maybe some of us was in a predicament where, we're just going down a certain road, right? And we can't see, right? It's winter time and we're driving and we can't see on the road, and it's just so snowy, and we're like, man, I can't see on this road, but I can see the lights ahead of me, or I can understand the lights ahead of me. I can understand the light movements ahead of me. I can understand somebody else's tail lights that's ahead of me, and I can understand somebody tail lights behind me. I can understand what's going on the side of me. Even if I'm confused, even if I can't see where I'm going, I know that with these signals that these other drivers are giving me, these other people are giving me, that I can make it home safely, and that we can make it home safely. It's like if this is a team effort, then things can work out. Things can work out for the best. So some of us are learning, like, it doesn't matter if it's a truck, a SUV, or a car, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm hearing 2x4, like one of those big trucks. It's all about how can we work together to get to a certain destination so something great can happen. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. And also just think about, like, when somebody can't find a child, or something happens to a child, how everybody comes together to find this child, or to make sure that this child is safe. Or when you see a child just wandering out alone, and it's like, man, everybody is coming together to help this child get back home, help this child find its mother, help this child find its parent, help this child. Because nobody wants to see a child just left out in the cold, or left out outside wandering aimlessly. Somebody wants to make sure that child has somewhere to go safely and is safe. And everybody will feel better once that child is safe. So this could be you, collective, where people are making sure that you feel safe, or you can be a part of something that you are helping lead other people to somewhere safe. That maybe if they would have had wandered this way, wandered that way, that they wouldn't be safe, that they wouldn't be secure. And that's a blessing. And it's so much of a blessing to where, the person that is being guided is going to always remember that. Or the person that's being guided will have a story to talk about, that, man, I was going astray. I was going this way. I was going that way. But I had got guided to the right direction. Or I'm grateful and I'm thankful, still to this day, that I was getting guided in the right direction. Because if I didn't, I don't know where I would be. You'll be down the river somewhere. Or you will be eaten up somewhere by the sharks. By the people that's no good for you. So if this is you that is guiding somebody, thank God for you. You know what I'm saying? To keep guiding people. Because once you guide somebody else, it's now time to guide someone else. And if you are the person that's being guided, be thankful that you are being guided, as well. And once you get there to where you gotta go, then you guide a lot of people and you do the same thing that somebody else did for you. Okay, so I hope that this helps, and I'm sorry about my kid in the background. And I hope y'all got some type of value out of this message. It's a beautiful message, It's a beautiful message. And never forget the blessings that was promised to you as well. Because the Israelites was just birthing and birthing and birthing new and birthing new and birthing new. So some of y'all might be birthing something, all right, or birthing a lot of new energy, a lot of new followers, or a lot of new friends, a lot of new believers, a lot of new chosen ones, or a lot of new just generations to come. You are birthing it. And if you want to have something better, you can't give up on it. You can't give up on the generation, or you can't give up on your people. Even if you are going through slavery in it right now, or even if somebody that is in control of more than what you are in control of, they are trying to destroy it, but that it cannot be destroyed. It will not be destroyed. And as long as we work together, that nothing that what we were supposed to have will ever be destroyed. Okay, so I hope that resonated. I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.